clase. Hoy es la lección de miércoles, el 5 de mayo. Today is the lesson for Wednesday, the 5th of May. Feliz 5 de mayo. This video is just for my students who were gone on Wednesday or just need extra instruction. This video is for you. It'll be super helpful. So, we're going to start the day off with a toque timbre, como siempre, like always. Siempre, a frequency word. You have to look at the 5 pictures that I have on the screen, and you have to write a sentence with a subject or pronoun and a correct verb, which it's going to either be comer or beber, to eat or to drink, as well as a frequency word. And our frequency words are going to be on our food vocab. So it's like todos los días, siempre, nunca, a veces, words like that. My example is ella bebe limonada, and here is the picture that I'm using my sentence on. She drinks lemonade every day. So pause this video now. On your piece of paper, write down 5 sentences about what these people are eating or drinking. Okay, hopefully you wrote down all of your sentences. We are going to start with número 1. Now, if your sentences looks a little bit different than my sentences, that's okay because there are some varied answers that you could have. But we'll start with number 1. The person that's eating is a girl, so I'm going to start with ella. She's eating something, so that's comer, come in the ella form. And she is eating corn. So ella come maíz, but I need a frequency word, so I'm going to say mucho. She eats corn a lot. Número 2. I want to use the frequency word a veces, sometimes. Ella come manzanas a veces. Oh, that's kind of hard to see. But there's my sentence. Ella, porque ella es una chica. Come, porque come las manzanas. Manzanas, y mi palabra de frecuencia es a veces, sometimes. Número 3. Quiero usar la palabra nunca. Nunca significa never. Even though the picture, he is drinking milk. Pero está bien. So this is for número 3. This time, there are more than one person, so I have to say ellos. Ellos nunca beben leche. This is for número 3. They never drink milk. Looks like they do, but I wanted to use the word never. Número 4, we have Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I'm going to use his name this time. I'm going to say The Rock, porque es su nombre, it's his name. Come panqueques todos los días. He eats pancakes every day. And número 5, we've got another ellos. Ellos beben. The frequency word I want is siempre. Sorry, I think it's tango eep. Siempre, which means always, beben café. They always drink coffee. Now, if your sentences look a little different than mine, that's okay. There could be some varied answers because you could pick whatever frequency word you want. If you are unsure if your sentence is correct, just shoot me an email and I will let you know. La próxima cosa que hacemos en clase es el repaso de vocabulario nuevo. We're going to review how to pronounce some of these new vocabulary words. You should have already filled out this list, but you might not have said these words out loud. So we're going to go as a class. We're going to say these out loud so we know how to pronounce them. So I'm going to give you a little pause. I'm going to pronounce the words. You repeat it after me. Horrible. Horrible. Nutritivo.
Hey, Steph, there's still a lot of
Saludable. Nutritious. Sorry for the intercom. Rico. Rich. Delicioso. Sabroso. Delicious or flavorful. Picante. Spicy. Asqueroso. Disgusting. I like to say that one very dramatically. A veces. Sometimes. Nunca. Never. Siempre. Always. Todos los días. Cada día. Every day. El fin de semana. The weekend. The rest of these on the slides are verbs, which we've gone over already in class. So I'm going to skip those. If you want to know how to pronounce them, look at last week's Wednesday video, and I pronounced them in that one when we go over how to conjugate ER verbs. The next thing we're going to do in class is we're going to play a bingo game. This is an in-class activity, so that if you were gone for that for the day, unfortunately, you have to skip this one because we played the game as a class. But basically, I've created a bingo board with frequency words, adjectives, and our ER verbs, and we're going to play bingo. So this is the bingo board. This is the game. If you are gone on Wednesday, just skip this slide and we will move on. Actividad número 4 se llama Comidas del Mundo. Now, this is an assignment, and you can do this if you were gone. You should do this. Debes hacer la tarea. You should, ER verb, do the homework. So, if we were in class, you were working in groups of 2. If you were not here today, or if you're not here tomorrow, you will be doing this on your own. It is an assignment on Schoology. So if you go to our Schoology page, just look at the little calendar on the right-hand side, and it will say Comidas del Mundo, I believe. Let's see if it says that. I could be wrong. Gotta wait for it to load. It does. It says Comidas del Mundo. So it's due on May 12th, el 12 de mayo. So what you are going to do in the assignment is there is a slideshow of a photographer called Peter Menzel. And what Peter Menzel does is he takes pictures of families all over the world and shows everyone, the world, what they eat for the whole week. So once this loads, I'll show you. So we have several slides of different families from all over the world, like Egypt, Ecuador, Los Estados Unidos, Mexico, everywhere, Cuba, Italy, and it has the family, what they eat for the whole week, and how much it costs them that week to eat. So you're going to, with your partners or by yourself if you're at home, you're going to go over these slides, and then you're going to answer the questions about the photos. You have to answer in full sentences and in Spanish. Use your vocab list if you don't understand the words. So an example would be, ¿Cuáles países comen más fruta? What countries eat the most fruit? If I'm looking through my slides, I decided that Mexico eats the most fruit. Because here we got some citrus, bananas, looks like aguacates, lots of fruit. So I'm going to write in my in my assignment, México e Italia comen más fruta. Mexico and Italy eats the most fruit. So you have to answer these 7 questions in full sentences in Spanish. Pause the video now and do that assignment. I'm not going to go over these answers because they're due next week and it's opinion based. What I'm looking for is how well you wrote the sentence in Spanish. This would be the time to take a Zoom break. So pause the video right now, take a drink, get something to eat, pet your dog, go for a jog, and come back to it in 10 minutes. Okay, next thing that we're going to do is our second toca timbre, our entry task to return from our break. What you have to do for this one is you have to fill in the blanks with me, te, le, nos, os, les, gusta, or gustan. This is a review of our verb gustar, which means to like or to be pleased with. So you might need your notes or just try from memory because we learned that way, way long ago. So pause this video now, try to fill in the blanks. All right, hopefully you have that all filled out. We're going to go over the answers. Número 1, a él le gusta comer frutas y verduras. ¡Qué saludable! Señorita Uzelman y yo nos gusta beber todas las mañanas. Porque es señorita y yo. So if it's someone y yo, the nosotros form. ¿A ti te gustan las carnes o los vegetales? A Julio y Julia les gustan mucho, or los guisantes mucho. It's gustan because the thing that we like is plural, or they like. They like peas, and it's plural. A Profe Ama le gustan las frutas. Same with número 4. It's gustan because the thing that Profe Ama likes is plural, and we know that because it starts with las. And the last one, permiso. The last one, los estudiantes no les gusta comer los champiñones. And this is gusta because the thing that the students like is a verb. And if it has a verb, it's always going to be gusta. ¿Por qué repasamos el verbo gustar? Why are we going over the verb gustar? Because we are going to learn some more verbs that are like gustar. Gustar is kind of a rebel verb in that it doesn't follow the other rules, like take off the ending, add a new ending based on the pronoun. It works a little bit different because we've got the word before, the me, te, le, nos, os, or les, depending on the subject. And we only have 2 forms, the singular form and the plural form, gusta, gustan. These verbs follow the same pattern. So let's review gustar. If I want to say I like something, like I like ice cream, I'm going to start with a mí me. And remember, we can't have a naked gusta or gustan. So you have to have the me before gustar. You like a ti te. The te is the important part. He or she or you formal, le gusta. Nosotros, nos gusta. Vosotros, os gusta. And ellos, ellas, ustedes les gusta. So this is what you put at the beginning of the verb gustar. Observa. ¿Te gustan los helados? Sí, me encantan los helados. ¿Encantan? Un corazón, me encantan. Me gusta el helado de chocolate. What's the difference? Well, my answer when I said me encantan, it ends with an an because I like multiple ice creams. Los helados. But my second answer, me gusta el helado de chocolate, I'm just talking about one type of ice cream. So I'm going to say gusta el helado. If it's singular, it ends with just an A. If it's plural, an. So these verbs are all very similar to the verb gustar. Me gusta el cine, me gustan las películas de terror. Me encanta comer y cocinar. Why is it singular? Me encanta. It's verbs. Comer y cocinar. Me faltan las tareas. An, plural, las tareas. Importan las buenas notas. Plural, las buenas notas. Importan. ¿Te duele la cabeza durante un concierto de rock? Singular, la cabeza, la cabeza. Y te chocan personas antipáticas. Chocan, plural, works the same way as gustar. Entonces, ¿qué son las palabras? What are these words and what do they mean? We will find out in our notes. So there are two ways to find these notes. You can either get them through OneNote. So if you go to OneNote, class notebook, if it's going to load. It might not load. We'll go to OneNote, class notebook, our content library, Los Verbos section, and it's called Los Verbos como gustar. Just like the top of the notes, Verbos como gustar. So, write these down as verbs that work just like gustar. So all of these words, you have to have something at the beginning of the verb. So it can't just be gustar, or it can't just be faltar, or importar, or duele, or anything like that. It has to have something before it. So if I'm talking about myself, me. That's I. If I'm talking about you, te. How about he or she, or you formal? Le. All right, there we go. We, nos. Y'all, us. Oops. And the last one, they, ellos, ellas, or you all, formal, les. So this is what you have to have at the beginning of all of these verbs. ¿Qué son los verbos? What are the verbs, you might ask? The first verb we have is encantar. Oh, sorry. Encantar. And that means to love. Just like gustar, there are two conjugations. You can have the plural version or the singular version. So if you like more than one thing, you're going to use the plural version. If you like just one, you're going to use the singular or a verb. So if I like one thing, I'm going to use my starter word, and I'm going to say encanta. If I like multiple things, encantan. Sorry, my computer is running pretty slow today. These are the other verbs that are just like gustar. Again, you have to have one of these starter words. Faltar means to lack or to be missing, like I'm missing my homework. The singular version is falta. The plural version is faltan. Me falta la tarea. I'm missing my homework. Te faltan los perros. My dogs are missing. Something like that. Importar, to be important to, like something is important to you. Importa, singular. Importan, plural. Doler. Doler has a little star over it, meaning that it doesn't conjugate the exact same way. See if you can figure out what's different about doler. Doler means to hurt, like something's hurting me, like my head hurts or my knee hurts. Duele is singular. Duelen is plural. What's different about doler? If you said that the O changes to an UE, you got it right. Chocar means to hate, like to hate a certain type of food or to hate a color or something like that. Choca is singular. Chocan is plural. And then to round it all out to a nice 6 verbs, we have gustar, which we know gustar. Gusta, singular. Gustan, plural. Now it's your time to practice. I have 6 sentences. The first 3, I want you to fill in the blanks with me, te, le, nos, os, or les. And the second one is I want you to fill in the blanks with the singular or plural version of the verbos como. Pause the video now and try it on your own. Okay, here are the answers. We're going to start with a mí me encanta el café con leche. I love coffee with milk. Número 2. A los estudiantes nunca les falta hacer la tarea. The students never forget to do their homework. Notice how it's les because los estudiantes would be ellos, so the ellos form is les. And it's singular because the thing that you're missing or you're not missing in this case is a verb, hacer. Same rules. A ti te importan las clases. Classes are important to you. Número 1 for fill in the blanks of the singular or plural version is doler. I have to look at the thing that hurts. It's singular, la cabeza. So I'm going to start with changing the UE, duele, because it's singular. Número 2, chocar, to hate. Let's see the thing that we hate. Los champiñones. So we'll do the plural version, chocan. Número 1 is me duele la cabeza después de la escuela. My head hurts after school. Sometimes it does. Número 2, nos chocan los champiñones en pizza. We hate mushrooms on pizza. And número 3, encantar means to love. What's the thing that we love? It's to eat hamburgers and to drink soda, but we have verbs here, and when the thing that we love is a verb, it's singular, so it will be encanta. Encantar, not encantar. A vosotros os encanta comer las hamburguesas y beber la soda. Y'all love to eat hamburgers and drink soda. And there's just the brief version of conjugating verbs like gustar. We're going to be practicing this next week and maybe the week after that. Never hesitate to message me if you're confused or have any questions about today's lesson. Hasta pronto!